Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting. Maybe exciting's not the right word. I don't know. Another chill Mograph Brunch here, streaming on two platforms now. Whoa, double platform. We're on Behance.net this morning, but also hanging out on the YouTubes. So hopefully you're enjoying us on one of those two places. Otherwise, that's pretty confusing how you're seeing this. But I'm Evan Abrams. You might know me from such YouTube channels as the EC Abrams Tutorial Space, where we talk a lot about After Effects and the like. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Good to see people in both chats on the Behance. The regular teams hanging out. Good to see the A-team back. PD from Spain, Scott's back in the mix, Umacorn hanging out. But if you're joining us on YouTube, please get at me in the chat. Let me know, who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing in After Effects. I got both chats open in front of me, so I can read them both. Although, if you want the cleaner special experience, come on over to Behance, where we're doing all kinds of great streams. There's a lot of illustrators and all kinds of folks, all manner of creativity is going on over on Behance.net. So definitely check that out if you like to spend your day checking out this kind of thing. Yeah. But what are we doing today? Today we're going to be taking care of a little challenge from the good people at Behance. Our corporate overlords have set a weekly challenge for us to get into. And this week, if you could tell by the bumper, which I can play by pressing this button, it's your favorite food was their request. So they've asked me to do something in relation to my favorite food. That's tough because I like eating all foods. So today what I figured I would do is to... I want to do something with pattern because I was thinking about using the offset yesterday and all the interesting things that could come up from that. We'll see where we go. So one of my favorite categories of food, anyway, is sushi. That's one of my favorite things to put in my mouth because there's infinite varieties and infinite combinations available. You never get bored when you go to a place for sushi, and I don't know. There's something fun about a dexterity game that's also dinner. So I'm going to be doing that, but in particular, technically what I'm going to be doing is working with patterns, offsets. I want to make kind of a gingham kind of grid. Gingham is this pattern where you've got like squares that overlap each other. It's not quite plaid. Well, I guess it's a type of plaid. I'm explaining too much. Let's get into it, and so we can stop talking about it and start doing it. Doing After Effects is what we're going to be doing. But if you have questions, if you want to go on a tangent, please, hit me up in the chat anytime. I love going to Tangent Town, so I'm here to help and have a chill hangout. So if at any point you're like, whoa, slow down, what are you doing? Or you want to take us in different directions, well, hey, just jump at me in the chat and we'll try to go there. So like I was saying, I want to have a pattern that kind of interacts and jumbles or shuffles itself, right? I love seeing not only patterns but patterns that interact within itself. So let's try to do some of that. So I'm going to be working with some 1280 squares, and I think I will begin my patterning. I know I want to use offset to try to drive kind of shifting angles around, or shifting these bands. So I think first I want to make the bands. So let's make a new solid. There's many ways to do this. I can think of several right off the jump, because all I want are alternating black and white bands, so that I can define positive and negative space when it comes to defining what is going to get operated on. So I want to use this as kind of a loom mat. It's getting very stuffy in this room. I'm going to go ahead and just open a door real quick. Okay. So, oh, so many, and it's great to see so many people. We got people from India hanging out. Oh man, we got people from Kazakhstan. Wow, that's great. Yeah, folks from all over the place out here. And yeah, like I said, get at me. Ooh, people from the exotic world of Southern California. Good to see you, James. James Doyle hanging out on the Behance. So let's define our positive and negative space. What can we use for that? We could use checkerboard. We played with this a little bit yesterday. Checkerboard is fun. I'll make sure I turn my transparency grid off. So we can mess with our kind of width. You know, we can go max width on this. But then we'd end up with this kind of thing, but that's fine. We'll get where we want to go. Let's see, 1080 divided by 8. Yeah, looks kind of like this. That's okay. And really, yeah, we can just shift this over. Whoop. Way to go, we did it. We nailed it. Just want to make sure width is good. Is that height good? We got a little chip at the top. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like to see those little chips. So what I might do, I want to be pretty exact. I want to be 100% on this. So let's see what to do. Oh, we got people from Joburg. We got people from Argentina. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna make my grid. I'm going to use shape layers. I don't know why I'm being so pixel perfect. Yeah. Scott McMahon's got the size of it over in the Behance chat. making Sephora store graphics. Is Sephora Canadian? I don't know. I can never tell what kind of brands are Canadian brands and what brands are like global brands. So I sometimes will mention something, and like my American friends will be like, we have no idea what that is. That's not anything, you know. So perplexing for me, certainly. All right, we make it a square, and now we will make it a black square. Good. Blackness, darkness. Void. I'll just call it void. That's fine. So all I'm doing right now is I want to define a kind of pixel perfect pattern. So I try not to be too I don't know, finicky. But today, I don't know. Today I'm feeling very finicky. Sometimes I have those days, you know. I'm going to use the repeater, something that I'm very, very enamored with all the time. And we are going to push these pixels around. So not 135, but double it. So multiply this by 2. There we go. Now we've got our perfect burglar stripes. Oh, we got people from Philly hanging out. We've got people from Moscow. Yeah. Hello. Indonesia, awesome. Hey, Tim Riel's hanging out back in the Behance chat. Good to see you, buddy. Tim Riel, very funny man from Ottawa that I get to hang out with every Thursday night on his Twitch channel. So if you want a decidedly more adult time, yeah. So here we go. We got our boop, 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 boop. Repeater going on. Good. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to pre-compose this, and I'm going to call this the I don't know, bar pattern. Pattern. Yeah, that's how you spell pattern. Oh, my goodness. Oh, maybe 10 o'clock is still far too early. So this bar pattern is going to just hang out, and it's just going to define positive and negative space. I'm going to take a duplicate of it, make it go vertical like this. And at the start, I wanted to talk about, I was talking about gingham patterns. So gingham looks like this, if this helps. So gingham, if you've ever seen like a real twee tablecloth, I probably own some gingham shirts around here. Is this gingham? Not really. Or maybe one of them has to be angled. Anyway, I don't want to get too into textiles at the moment, but if I'm wrong about the definition of gingham, someone will let me know in one of these two chats. So someone will get to it to clarify it for me. I'm certain. I am certain. Okay, so with this in mind, what do I want to be doing specifically? Okay, well, I'm going to make 4 little placeholders out here. Okay, so my little placeholders are going to be, I'll just make them primary colors for now, because my idea is I want to have 4 kind of little tapas elements. I know, oh man, now I'm talking about too many kinds of foods today. So I want to have 4 boop, boop, beep, boop, 4 things. And this one's going to be red. Down like this. I guess you know what I could do? I could make a little square. And as you know, 135 is the number of the day. As we're getting into this, James is saying that this is a seersucker pattern. Is it? Oh dear. Okay, so as we've said, 135 is our magic number today. Now that is because of all the wonderful things we does, but because each of these squares is 135, and so then that's kind of like our standard unit that we have to think about in terms of like if we're shifting, if we're moving, all this stuff, everything is going to be like base 135 because that's the square, because we've wanted to put 8 of them regularly here and there. We're doing 1080 by 1080, so that's what we've ended up at, which is why I'm going to write down my favorite pen. I'm going to write down 135. I usually have a real dislike of objects in the world. Just in general, I don't enjoy objects. But writing implements, pens, really well crafted pens, really have a special place in my heart. Okay. So, So let's make this one red. Let's make this one green. Really garish things, and we don't need that anymore. So this is going to be our pattern. Oh, and Computech is asking, what are you doing today? Today we are making a little gingham pattern that's going to shift and interact. I've been watching a lot of Great Canadian Baking Challenge. Speaking of challenges, the good people at Behance have challenged the people who stream on Behance, myself included, where this is also being streamed right now, to make something about our favorite food. So because I have a hard time choosing, I'm going to create kind of four little food items and have them shuffle around. So I'm going to make a pattern that will then shuffle, right? So that's the idea. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to pre-compose them, and this is going to be the pattern unit, okay? And the pattern unit doesn't need to be this big. The pattern unit needs to be needs to be 135 times 2 for 270. 270 is going to be a number that I want to write down, because I don't want to do math again. Man. Let's see. Oh, we got a really important question coming in the Behance chat. Kent William Albin is asking, what is my favorite pen? My favorite pens are made by Baron Fig. So the Baron Fig Squire is #1 favorite pen. However, even though it has the best pen form factor for me, I find that its ink is not the best, which is why I replaced the ink with Parker pen refills. So it's a little life hack from me. So in speaking of hacks and natural segues, I've made this unit of the pattern, right? And now we are going to take this unit and we're going to duplicate it a bunch of times in different directions. So when it comes time to swap out these dots with what we really want in here, all we have to do is place those elements in here, which themselves could be anything. They could be animated. They could be all kinds of things. But they're going to live in their own little boxes. But we want to shift those boxes around using the bar pattern to help us. So let's take this pattern unit and we will let's get duplicating it. Sorry, I'm gonna do very bad with names. So our Oz is asking, where can I download the Evan extension from? This is a little JavaScript window that Kyle Hamrick made for me, just to hold a place to put my image in the interface when we're doing tutorials. So glad he did that. Okay, so here we go. We got this pattern. We can duplicate this pattern in many ways. We could use the reptile, CC reptile if you like, and then we can expand it to the right. So if we go 270, we've created that much, and then we can just add another 135 to it. So 405 in every direction, please. Boop, boop, boop. So now we've done that. Nailed it, right? And then, so this is going to be our, we've got our pattern unit. We've applied our reptile to it. Now, if you don't like reptile, that's fine. I keep saying reptile, but anyway, reptile. You might enjoy the motion tile. I think the motion tile is a little bit lighter on the system. And, you know, works a little bit simpler. So, I don't know. I don't know which of those is your favorite, but in our case, they both do what we want, right? The big benefit to reptile is that you can do things like alter the pattern quite a bit. So if you don't want this to be normal, if you want this to be like all kinds of different patterns, this might be the one that you're interested in. So I think motion tile is going to get me where I want today, because the idea is I want to start shifting these lines and columns around. Okay. So I'm going to start by pre-composing this, and we're going to call this the pattern layer. Okay. Great. I should probably uncheck that box. I'm going to change this from comp1 to output. Comp. Okay. So here was my plan. I don't know if it's a good plan or not, but we're going to find out. I'm going to put the pattern layer below everything. Okay. Now remember, I've got these two bars, right? These two bar patterns. I'm going to make a new adjustment layer. And I'm going to put an offset on that adjustment layer, right? So this adjustment layer will allow me to shift the pattern as much as I like in whatever direction I so desire, right? I can move this thing around. We haven't crazy. And yeah, we are definitely making pixels today. Okay, so when we offset, right? If I only want some of them to be offset, I'm gonna control where this adjustment layer can be seen by using a track mat. So I'm gonna say luma mat of bar pattern, right? So now when I start adjusting this, oh, see what's happening? Only some of the bars are moving. That's crazy. So now I can shift like that. So let's do that. I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go shift center to, actually maybe I'm gonna go shift ahead 40 keyframes. to here, and I'm going to shift the center down. Just like that, so we get a different lineup, right? Now, how far are we shifting it? We are shifting it by 135, right? Okay, so yeah. Right. So it's going to go from here to here. Chunk. So my goal is to return to this pattern. I want to jumble us up and get us back here. Okay, so we're going to adjust this way. And then I want to adjust the other way, right? So this one is the vertical shifter, right? And this is vertical bars. So I'm going to duplicate this, which will make, reset that. And we're going to call this the shifter. Speaking of shifter, I'll hold down shift too long. Horizontal bars. So I would assume then that I could then use this, yeah, to shift horizontally, like so. Okay, with it, I'm with it. So I'm going to go here, shift the center. And we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you guessed it. Like so. Okay, so whoop, whoop. Hey, that's working out. Shift, shift. Then if we do one more shift, I think, right? So if we go, okay, I want to get to this. Green, red, blue, yellow. Okay, so then we're gonna go green, red, blue, yellow. Ah, that's not it. Don't do that. I hit the wrong one. Ooh, oh dear, what have I broken now? Oh, interesting. I'm interested now. Now you've got my attention. Okay. Scott in the Behance chat says, such a simple solution to things. Is it? Ugh, we're going to find out. Let me reset these back to 0. Hold on. Hold on now. Okay, 540, 540. And then adjust the vertical. So we're going to add 135, right? So we're adding. Now, why am I doing the wrong way here? Are you not horizontal bars? Yes, that is what would happen. Yes. Okay, okay. Bear with me here, folks. Yes, okay, okay. So okay. Destroy these. Never mind. Never mind. The problem is that one interacts on the other. Ooh, Evan, what were you thinking? Oh, it's too early this time. Computech is asking, what would happen if you will do the vertical and horizontal shift at the same time? Problems. Problems. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. instead of using these to define a layer, I'm going to just use these as the layer, right? So check this out. On here, I'm going to get rid of this void, right? The void is not going to help us. Instead, we're just going to have bar pattern, bar pattern. And what if I turn... Oh, no, this is going to do the same thing. Because they're interacting on top of each other. Huh. Okay, let's see. So I think externalizing this out to the whole pattern is not what we want to do. Let's internalize it. Let's internalize it to the pattern itself, putting the offset above here, and let's try to deal with that. What are these things doing? Bump, over, up, over, up, up, over, over, up, over, over. Because it's one thing, and it's just doing the thing all the time, right? Probably should have tried to work this out before jumping on the stream. Oh, now it's getting too hot in here. No, I'll figure it out. I'll always figure it out. All right, pattern layer. Yeah, okay. Let's go to our pattern unit. Yeah, why don't we just make the unit do this? What am I... If it's happening on a per unit basis, then... Alright. Now, I apologize in advance. I may go a little quiet on you. Just because sometimes when I'm thinking really hard, I'm not super talkative. But I think we can all relate to that. Okay. So let's keep these independent for now. And we're just going to play with all of their positions. Whoop. Right, so these would come up. Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, they all have kind of weird things with them, so... Yeah, okay, so let's go... Yeah, let's try pushing these up first. Push them up, Evan. Which you do by subtracting. So it's going to go like this. Okay, now as that happens, we would want a duplicate of this to be coming in to hang out, right? Hello. Hopefully we got him right in the right spot, right? Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So that's going to work. Okay. Then we'll just kind of repeat the process around here. Would have been nice if I had have just worked with regular regular units instead of this 135 thing. I'm regretting it immediately. I'm also regretting not separating all my dimensions. All right. So, all right, so we did that. Now let's grab these. Try to simplify what we're looking at all the time. That's the one. Boop. 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 So we're really only concerned about what's happening in the square. Let's not worry about what's happening outside the square, because that would make us unhappy to think about. But I have to get back to blue, red, green, yellow. Okay, we gotta get back to blue, red, green, yellow. So I think we might as well just keep pushing. Is green really not going to go anywhere? Yeah, maybe we won't. Let's try to simplify for now. Ah, but it feels so weird if green doesn't go anywhere. No, let's push this down. Let's push these down. Peter Sampson in the Behance chat. What is the favorite food here? Oh boy, that's going to be the enduring mystery of today's episode. I'm accepting accepting all guesses at this point. Actually, I kind of want to know what the audience's favorite food is. I'm more interested in that. I'm not super keen on investigating my own biases today. That's a bit more than I want to get into. Whew. and then later we'll investigate why it is that I forget how the order of these things goes. Bloop, bleep, bloop. Okay, I want to start working back towards... over, down. I guess if it... Is it a pattern? Because really, okay, so this is the pattern unit. No, we're not going to... I don't want to... I was about to go check our work, but we're not going to do that yet. I'm debating, as you do, you know, as is healthy to do, to consider... Consider the amount of eye twitching I have. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to make my life a little bit easier in here. Show me a grid. Am I lined up on the grid? No. Okay. Bloop. This is going to be so much easier. Okay, we're going to grab this fella. We don't need to grab this guy. They're going to be locked again. Ugh. It's making life harder for myself. Clunk, clunk. Wait, is this guy not on the grid line? Oh, you gotta be kidding me with that, buddy. You gotta be kidding me with that. Clunk, clunk. Why clunk, clunk? I don't like that. Oh, this is gonna make me upset. It's gonna make me very upset all the time. That's right. We'll come through and clean it up later. Okay. Pushing, pushing, push. Oh, hey, we ended up with yellow back there, so that's good. That's something. Let's see what's going on. In the chat, usually I like to make sure that I'm looking in every half hour here. UM is asking, try loop out type equal offset. I guess. Not really what I'm trying to have a little bit of manual control over what's going on in here. A lot of questions about what are we making. Oh, we're going on a journey, I'm afraid. No, I'm trying to make a pattern that shuffles. I'm trying to make a shuffling pattern. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay. I need to return to blue, red, green, yellow. I feel like I'm doing an escape room. And not a cool kind of escape room. We can always return... It really is like a puzzle, isn't it? I guess if you just keep doing this, eventually you'll end up right where you wanted to be, but... Okay, next move is... Because that'll pop another blue one up, right? But then it'll put the green one over there. You know what? Let's pop another blue one in, and that'll give us... This is becoming upsetting. That's fine, though. That's fine. We did a horizontal. Let's do another vertical. I don't know. It may become confusing. That's fine, though. It's okay to be confused sometimes. Believe me, I'm confused most of the time. Ooh, we're pretty close now. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to shove these. Okay, problem solved. Good. Blue, red, green, yellow. Blue, red, green, yellow. And for some reason I had a pause in there? Why was nothing happening then? Oh boy. Oh boy. Grab all of these. Pinch. But it's blue, red. Yeah, blue, red, green, yellow. Blue, red, green, yellow. Whew. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, let's see how we do here. Client calls and asks for 3 columns instead of 2. Ha ha ha, fired. I mean, that would be vexing, but that's something you want to figure out before you start spending an hour doing this. Well, an hour, 40 minutes, tops. Okay, so pattern unit. I'm going to rename this. Okay, we're going to rename this pattern work. And then we're going to take this pattern work goes into pattern unit. I guess. Right? Yeah, because this is where it starts. Oh, cool. We made it 5 seconds. Awesome. Good. Now we're going to play it back. Okay. Good. Nailed it. What were we doing out here? Something with an offset? Something with a motion tile? I don't know. Let's start over. We got our pattern unit. It looks like this. We apply the motion tile. No, wasn't it 405? Yeah. Try that again. Hopefully that's what we got. How fun was that? Okay. So now I wanted to see. Ooh, what are these clickadoos? What's that all about? Ooh, I think we got some pixel trubs. What's going on there? What's going on? What's happening here? Ooh, things are not quite centered. Okay, I gotta go in and fix that. Okay, I'm gonna get in here. I am going to just go through and make sure that everything is actually sitting on the grids, you know? I feel like we have some grid-based troubles happening in here. How about now? Are you all on the grid now? How about now? Does it not line up? Why is it bad? I mean, look, there's a lot of reasons why this is bad, but I don't want to get into too many of them. Okay, that knocked on the grid. Okay, how about now? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you on the grid? Yes. Are you on the grid? Yes. Next. Are you on the grid? It's just one crazy man running around asking all of these orbs if they're on the grid or not, you know? Oh, man. If there is some imperceptible shenanigans happening vis-a-vis imprecise grid snapping, I'm going to be pretty upset. Especially when I go to save my work and crash this thing. Just kidding. JK, JK. What is this? August 2nd. Okay. Whew. Yeah, talk to me about this. What's this? What is that? What's happening? Why would you try to betray me like this? Is there a mismatch happening between... Huh. So if we offset before the motion tile, right, that's not going to do what I want, right? I don't think. Well, maybe it will. Is it the motion tile's fault? Why would the motion tile betray me like this? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, motion tile. How dare you? How dare you? Oh. My oldest and most trusted ally, motion tile, has revealed itself to be evil. Anyway. Will continuous rasterization help? Probably not. Probably not. In fact, it will hurt. It will be hurtful to do so because we want to contain what's in the unit, right? We spent all this time making this this unit, right, that is going to loop as it touches its edges. So anyway. This is nice and hypnotic. If you were here yesterday and you found it hypnotic, then maybe this today will be the high water point of that. So, with all that done, I'm happy with the movement in general, linearly, as things are going. So what I just want to do is come in here, and I'm going to see if I can give us a little bump on this. Okay, that's nice. There we go. Okay, see how we like this. It's hypnotic. Is indeed hypnotic. So I should be able to scale this to whatever and enjoy. Yeah, now I can enjoy that. Good. There we are. That's the drift I'm into. Yeah. I wonder. So mathing in the YouTube chat. I wonder why was motion tile being mean to us? What is its deal? You know. What did we ever do to it? And okay, hold on. I'm gonna go reptile just to see. I'm not certain this is going to be fun in any capacity, but let's just see. So that's still in keeping. Yeah, and that would be rude to do like that. All right, fine. Offset's got to come first. That's what we found out today. What if we do like this? Ooh, horrifying. Ugh, I take it back. Let's not do that. Anyway. So, we are coming in here at, coming into 11 o'clock almost, so I need to kind of make sure that we are indeed transitioning to the second half of my plan. Hopefully you're all having a good time hanging out here. Hopefully we're all learning something about ourselves, each other, and After Effects. like I said, we're broadcasting on Behance right now. We're broadcasting on YouTube. Hopefully, you're enjoying it in one of those two places. Or if you're watching this in the future, hello, it's me from the past. Weren't things crazy? And we are going through the Behance .net weekly challenge, right? And what we're doing is we are attempting to, you know, the challenge this week was to display my favorite food. It's dots. It's Dippin' Dots. We've discovered it, right? No, my favorite food is not Dippin' Dots. I would, I would say, at the beginning we said it was sushi. Then we talked about tapas a little bit. I think any food where I'm able to select from many options is really going to be useful to me. So we set up this kind of gingham stitching pattern that crosses with itself after much consternation. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to swap these out for more interesting objects, right? So we've got these little blues, yellows, greens, right? Blues, yellows, greens, and we're just going to swap them out for more interesting things. And you could swap these out for images, but we might swap ours out for... never. I really put myself over a barrel because now I'm going to have to illustrate some sushis. Oh, why did I entertain this idea? Okay, let's quickly brainstorm some sushi things. And is it Immy? Immy in the YouTube chat is asking, is this an actual client job? No, this is not. We're just having fun today. No press. It's a low press hang sesh. We're just being chill and silly today. Let's see. What are some good people of the chat? Help me out. I have my favorite forms of sushi that I like to put in my body. Do let me know if you have any. And just a reminder, the good people of Quebec have a different idea of what sushi is. So just keep in mind that some things may be crazy. Also, Tim Mobest in the Behance chat, cracking me up all the time. I've heard Evan once won a game of Connect 4 with only 3 moves. Yeah, I'm a real Chuck Norris of that stuff. So, yeah, we could... Fraser Ash is suggesting we just say it was Eminem and, we'll call it here. Hearing some kind of nigiri sushi. This is also where I'm going to need to Google some reference images here. So yeah, maybe some rolls. Oh, and thank you, thank you, Taylor. I'm glad you enjoy the stuff that we do on this channel. Okay, so yeah, what's going to be easiest, right? So I kind of I've been messing with the angles now, so it might not work. I was originally thinking, I should do something kind of isometric, right? Wouldn't that be the way to go? Zig's Apps is coming with all of the sushi things. Talking squid. We're talking shrimp. Give me those tiny octopuses. Octopies? Octopi. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to just sketch real quick. So maybe we're going to make some cylindrical looking things. Maybe we're going to make some roughly rectangular looking things. on like a rice wad looking thing. Let's see. What are some other? I guess we could do a couple of rolls. Yeah. If this is a gingham pattern, if this is a gingham pattern, then we should have, of course, we should have two maki looking rolls, right? At least one sushi type of roll, just the rice, or just the rice with the fish on it, and then one just the fish, and that should do it, right? Yeah, roll, rice ball, just fish. Okay, I got a plan. I got the plan. Let's attempt to do the plan. Lots of great suggestions. Scott says just use photos. Yep, that would do it. Because we can swap these out with anything. We can swap them out with anything, right? Like, whatever your heart desires. Now that we've got the core kind of element taken care of, everything, we're going to be laughing for the rest of the day. Ha 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 ha. Just like that. I guess this is the time of the day where I open up Illustrator and then apologize for what's about to go down in Illustrator. You know, just a heads up. Here we go. Oh, you can see all the kind of things I've been working on around here. Not a lot. And I'm not super concerned about the form of file we'll be dealing with. And here we go. So, what did I say? I said some cylindrical objects. And keep in mind, these are going to be tiny little icons, right? These are going to be wee little icons out there in the world. So, okay. And I really just want to suggest the shapes of things, right? So it's going to have a roller on the outside, and it's going to... They kind of look like cells sometimes. Okay. I'm going to grab like an object that lives in here. Some sticks of something. Maybe it should look like a funny face. Wow. Sure. Okay. Oops. Oh, you know what? Ugh, boy, view. Stop snapping to pixel. Why would I want that? The mystery deepens and widens, everyone. I do like this idea of top-down view of two muffins. That's funny. I'm into that. I do eat a lot of baked goods. I think that explains why my body looks the way it does. So I got it in After Effects, folks, so that I can avoid thinking about my physical form for just a couple of moments of the day. Okay, I think this will look good. Now, what I need is to think about color a little bit, right? I guess so. Okay, let's take this and put it over here for now. There's going to be a second kind of a roll. There's going to be... Let's get some soft triangles in this one, maybe. Burp. Good enough. Then what was what was the other thing I was thinking about? It was... Okay, if we're gonna have a rectangle like this big, yeah. So we are really just approximating here. We are really we're having like zero respect for perspective today. We are not even gonna entertain it. Perspective, who dat? You know, get out of here. This seems like the form. Yeah, good. Oh, folks are taking off. Let's see. Let's see. PD in the Behance chat cannot unsee this insane sushi face that I've created. Why would he do that? Okay, I like this as a rice base. I now need... I'm really bad at making like chibi kind of looking things, you know? It's not what I'm good at. I'm also very bad at like illustrating in general, so gotta know my limit and play within it, as OLG Lottery Commission will say. Okay, then we're gonna have fish, right? The fish kind of has to like live on top of this, but then like this, I guess. Has like a wave. I apologize to everyone out there who maybe like does any kind of cooking as a hobby or career. It is not my intent to make a mockery of your art, but it does happen incidentally, we'll say. This grotesque, most likely inedible. Ugh, why did I do that? No, middle, round. Yes, okay. Oof. Side shape. Top shape. This is how I assemble Voltron. Assembled sushi. Merge. Form of. Yes, perfect. Okay, actually that is pretty good. I like that. This kind of looks like bacon sushi now, and I'm not pleased with where my mind went when that happened. Yeah, looks like a bacon strip. Ugh. Or like a magic carpet, maybe. This is strong magic carpet vibes. Oh, I see some folks in the chat are confused about what are we even doing here? Oh man, that's far too philosophical for me though some days. But what we're doing is we are doing the Behance Daily Challenge today. Which is when the lovely, lovely people of Behance issue a challenge. And then I attempt to do it. And today they asked me to do a thing about my favorite food. Yeah, my favorite food is sushi. So that's how we ended up with this nightmare. Oh, double lines. Don't be doing that to me. How dare you? There we are. Okay, I'm happy with that form. It does look a little big, so I'm going to shrink it down. Oh, a little bit bigger. Try to enjoy these things in context. Boop, pop. What was the other thing I wanted? Now I'm, of course, setting myself up for disaster. Because how am I going to animate this stuff later, you know? Didn't think of that, did you? Self. I'm also feeling lazy, so we're going to do this many. Okay. I'm going to use my Overlord extension, one of my favorite extensions available for After Effects. Window extension Overlord. If you've not used Overlord by Adam Plouffe, Battle Axe, his company, it allows you to very quickly grab elements from one place and push the selection to another place, right? Which is pretty darn cool. So what I'm going to do is I'll make, what is this going to be? This is going to be my nigiri? Is the nigiri the one with the, I don't know, that's just rice and fish? We're going to find out. Ooh, why would it do that? Center it, please. Plunk. Ah, don't do that either. Oh, yes, that's right. So the two world spaces are a little bit different, but we get there eventually. Anyway, hopefully people enjoy Overlord plugin and all the things it do. So now I'm going to take these into here and make a folder for sushis. I'm sure sushi is the plural of sushi. Kind of like how ninja is the plural of ninja. Does that make sense to people? I don't know. And I'll think about coloring them later. Okay, here we go. So what do we have? We have the edge. We've got the top. We've got whatever that mistake is, and we've got the rice. Okay. So, thinking about things. Okay. Do I want these to really do much? I don't know if I do. They can kind of just hang out, but what if we... This thing loops for 5 seconds. Got kind of a 5-second internal loop, so maybe I try to have this happen, this do a thing. Maybe I can just manipulate its path in some way. He said dubiously. Yeah, maybe I can just manipulate the path doing something. I don't know. Maybe there's some unappetizing thing I can do to this to make it appear alive and grotesque. Maybe that would be fun. Aren't we all hungry now? When confronted with the idea that sushi might be alive. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, don't do that. Wow. Let's see. Maybe there's something effects-based we can do. What happens if I just put a wave through it? I'm dubious, but we're gonna see how wave warp does anything with this. Wow. Yeah, that's not gonna bring me joy. Maybe there's something textural I can do about it. Thinking. Adding more layers than this deserves for the time being. Let's just do some color things and then come back to it. Let's just try to color up our artwork in here. Try to make ourselves happy with that, and then, you know, return. I know I want... Okay. Why, it's our old friend, Mr. Color Guide, here to be a pal and guide us through this crazy time. Color Guide is always trying to do a good service to us so that we can make wonderful things, providing us with various complementary and compounding colors that we might like. This looks really unappealing to eat, but I kind of like it. Wow. All right. I'm gonna start here and see where we go. Plus, our old friends, black and white, should be in the mix. All right, maybe not pure white. Let's get that out of here. Let's go like that, and maybe pure black has had enough. We go like this, sure. Okay. So let's start with this. Do I want to throw away these weaker greens? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know yet. What do we think? Do we prefer it with the outline, without the outline? I don't know. Talk me through it. What do you think? Oh, someone in the YouTube chat. Someone in the YouTube chat is asking to use Mr. Mercury. To what end, I wonder? Opinion is divided, I suppose. Mr. Mercury. Oh my. Yeah, let's do some texturing and stuff, but let's deal with yeah, let's mess with some texture inside of After Effects maybe. I think I'm happy with this distribution of color and shade as it goes. So let's do that. Destroy. Pull. Position. So let's bring these in. Let's go ahead and bring them in, and then we'll think about maybe animating them. We'll think about it. We're going to have Nigiri, Maki A, Maki B, send. Wow! Oh. That looks good. Let's go back to Nigiri A here. They don't have to be exact. Who really cares? Who's gonna call the police on us? Push. Push. So we want to line them up near as we can. Okay, good. All right, A, B, A, B, good. So ideally, I'd like to just go like replace, but these layers do not have sources. So what I'm going to do is, I don't think their specific order really matters too much. is I'm going to take this and I'm going to, how do I want to pre-compose them? I'm thinking thoughts out here. What I might just do is bring in this parent holding shift, like so. Parent holding shift, kabam. Then I am satisfied with that, so I don't need to look at these yellow layers anymore. Goodbye. Okay. And then, sorry, at the beginning, who's the other one? Blue? Blue is going to be Mackie B. Ooh, that's a good name. I like Mackie B. Could that be my DJ name? Think about it. This guy doesn't need to exist. That's fine. Okay, so now we don't need the blue layers, right? Because that's been taken care of. Shift, 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 shift. All right. What else we got? We got the green ones. Then we don't need to look at the green ones anymore. And then the red ones. Don't need to look at the red ones anymore. Okay. Shift, 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 shift. All right. So we might take all these, because they're really just cluttering up our workspace. Oh, clutter, clutter, clutter. Shy them away. Scale these down a bit. Now let's see how we feel about this. Okay. So someone is asking, let's see, what do we got going on? Someone is asking, is Overlord a paid plugin? Absolutely it is. Oh boy, I'm missing too many comments by focusing on what I'm doing. Ah boy. Someone is asking in the YouTube chat, do I own a Discord server? I do not. I do not like Discord. It upsets me. I've too many social medias at the moment, so no Discord server for me. I would never be looking at it. Let's see. All right, let's see what else is going on in the Behance chat. Got to talk to my A team over there in the Behance. Oh, PD is actually having lunch. Great. Oh, Umacorn is asking, why didn't you make an oval kind of shape for the topping? Oh, which topping, Umacorn? Interesting. Which one should be ovoid in their ovoid shapes? Curious and curiouser. Always interested. Let's see. Oh, and Tillman is saying you could rotate them in the pre-comp, so they're right up in your master comp. They sure could be, if that's something I'm interested in. I don't know if it is. Oh, what if this was going? What if this was spinning the whole time? Wouldn't that be crazy? Sorry, just a moment. I have to do this. I'm compelled. Apologies to everyone. Okay, it's obviously spinning too fast. I get it. I get that. But what if it wasn't? Loop in. Loop out. Boom. Oh, interesting. That's not what you want to see. Right, because we have this fella continuing as well. New messages. Yeah, I guess we could do an ovoid form of this. I don't know. I like the wavy bacon fish personally because it looks weird. In my mind, I thought, oh, it wouldn't be great for this to feel a little three-dimensional. But then ultimately, it looked like it swirled sideways instead. Now, Tim Riel is making a bold idea in the Behance chat. He says, make all the sushi remain right side up. To which I says, you know me too well, brother. So that's what we're going to try to do. I'm just checking really quickly here. Okay, this is only 5 seconds long, right? So... and it loops. So, you know what I got to do instead? I have to extend this out because all the rotation is taking the whole 10 seconds. So, this composition setting, take us to 10. Whoop. Oh, you know what? We're going to run into all kinds of trouble. Oh boy, why did I build these things the way I built them? Ugh, mistakes have been made up and down the block. I don't know, that's working, and there's no lumps. You don't want lumps. Ah, but I'm still looping it. Ugh, okay, hold on. Ugh, I didn't want to make longer than a 5-second shuffle, right? Josh in the YouTube chat is asking, what if we wanted the round sushis, the little maki rolls, to rotate kind of internally, have a little internal rotation? Totally possible. Maybe that's what we'll do. You know what? I'm gonna stop messing around with all this crazy stuff. This is insane. I've become drunk with power. 30? Oh, is there a hiccup there? You giving me the business now. Time remap off. Yeah, okay. This is going fluidly. Okay, so I'm just going to go with a static rotated 30 degrees. Therefore, we would assume yeah, negative 30 will get us there. Do-do-do-do-do. Although I guess we could rotate them. Yeah, we could rotate them in here. Everybody's getting rotated. Negative 30. Oh, I think that made it worse. Everybody's getting rotated positive 30. Ugh. Is this getting better? Is anything getting better? How is my math falling down so hard here? Ooh, positive 30. The next 15. Ugh. Yikes. What do we got? We got some questions in the chat. Oh, someone has enjoyed using... Oh, enjoyed buying some things from Yellow Images. Thanks for doing that. Always good. Tim Riel reminding me that I got a whole 25 minutes left to bring this thing together. But yeah, good times all around, hopefully. And yeah, like I say, if you have questiones. Someone mentioned wanting these little buddies to rotate, have a little internal rotation party. So I might as well talk about how that might go down. So if I were to just take our stuff, parent it to this, and start rotating it, well, that's not what we want, obvi. Because I squished it, right? Because I did a squish. What I'm going to do, what I honestly probably should have done, which I did not do, I'm going to take a ellipse, make the ellipse. I am going to then scale it down at a layer level, to be, where is that? Here we go. To be the same size as this top, right? So I'm going to do that. Bing. So now this technically could fulfill, you know, our dreams and ambitions of that. No one's going to notice, right? But I've squished it at a layer level, right? So what I'm going to do, oh man, Tim Riel in the Behance chat. That's right, big Sushi Go vibes. Love that game. I like a good board game. I'm a nerd like that. Okay, so I'm going to just start clicking, and we made some like triangles, right? That's what was going on in here. There was a triangle, right? It was like this thing and like this thing, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these groups. I'm going to take the contents. I'm going to grab group 1 here, and I'm just going to stick it in here. And you notice, like, oh, it's really small and nasty looking, and we'll fix it. Don't worry, we'll fix it. Okay. So I'm just going to take the path here, double-click on it, scale it up a little bit, try to salvage something out of it. That looks fine. Okay, what was the other one? The other one was this fella here, I think. Yeah. Grab its group, copy it, drop it down. Ugh, oh, nasty. That path is not looking good. Let's put it above things. Grab that path. Kind of put it over here. Now, the interesting thing is if we were to rotate this, right? So if I just use the rotate tool, same problems, right? But if I do an internal rotation to this thing, say by taking all these groups, adding them to adding a group, and then putting these into the group. Oh boy, when you go across many different softwares, and then we start rotating it, ba-ba-bam, ba-da-bam, ba-ba-bam. That's what you get. So, for the rotation, we are, of course, going to go from here to 5 seconds, where it's going to do a full rotation around. And it's just spinning. Whee! And like so. Let's go back to that output comp, see what we think of this. Whoa, it's spinning around. It's going crazy. So hopefully that's good. Ooh, there's a hit. What's that hit? Tell me about that. Why is there a hit when we hit 5 seconds? What's that all about? Why would that be happening? Which one of you is the rotating one? There we go. So hopefully that was good. I guess I could do the same thing on the other one, but who really has time? Because I want to apply. Oh, I guess I want to apply some burps. Okay, so we got Maki A, Nigiri A, Nigiri B, Maki B. Okay. I'll take one of these. There was a desire. I'm thinking about making some waves. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, folks. I promise... Well, you know what? I shouldn't promise it'll be worth it. I can't promise it'll be worth it. Okay. I'm going to try to make some wavy... fish lines? I don't know. I don't know. Some days, folks. Is this getting me the kind of thing I wanted? Not especially. Right, that makes a second unique New York. How creepy would it be if the fat lines were like undulating though? What's that other color? Always stick the good colors. There we go. Opacity's up. Now we could make this undulate and move. That would be creepy, I think. Or would it be great? You know? Would it be amazing? Anyway, get into the output comp. Oh, I don't know. I think that little bit of texture helps, to be honest. I think that's helping a lot. Boop, 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 boop. Now it's very we're increasing the cost of the fish exponentially. Every time we add more fat lines and we thicken the fat lines, the fish becomes more expensive. Let's see. There's a call to make this more uniform, so you can do that with the correlation, if you so desire. Or you can just take the wiggle path, move it above. Here, we'll just go like this. So it's different than, say, the zigzag, right? So we could add the zigzag in here. Maybe zigzag's okay. It's pretty cool. Wavy, wavy, wavy. Yes, zigzag. What do we think of that? Ooh, that's very creepy. Yes. Creepy. Why would fish do that? I don't know. Ugh, that seems wrong and weird, but that's fine. Okay. Now what we might do is... We did this to Nigiri B, so we should also do it to Nigiri A, right? So, I'm going to copy this. Put it in here. Swap the colors around, you know. It's making less sense all the time. Whoa. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make one go in the opposite direction. A little variety in our life, you know? That's what I like about sushi. It's the variety. Now its waves are pushing in the other direction. There is a call for some roughening. Go in here and roughen up these things. Smooth shape, rough texture. Maybe. I'm wondering if what's going to help out here. What I should do... there's a question from Max. There's a question in the YouTube chat from Max. Would the fat lines extend to the darker side of the fish? Could you duplicate the fat lines layer, set matte to that thing, and then make the color darker to match the lighting? So what would happen if we actually did that, right? So that's what would happen? Duplicate. Change the set matte to be for that other layer, plomp. Then we end up with this, right? Change the color to the next darker one, is this. We end up with this, right? Which kind of denies the thing we were trying to do before anyway. But. This is when then I would hit the tangent button. We're going to Tangent Town. Okay. Let's look at only this for a minute. What would happen is that these lines need to drag down, right? Okay. Well, what if I do this? Okay. Right. Okay, well. I'm going to take this, I guess this, pre-compose. We should probably just be automating that anyway. However... Oh, did I miss? See, then we have this kind of weird thing. So the question about using directional blur, right? So here in our fats, as we said, what if we tried to do this sort of procedurally, right? Is this the original? Yeah. So we could try to do directional blur, right? And the direction is vertical, and the blur length is So then you're going to need to use a levels. Get on your alpha here. Try to get that zoned in, you know. It's possible, right? It's possible. Now, I don't want to smear it. I want to... The trouble is that it's wavy, right? It's wavy along this axis. So what I really do need to do is, like, stretch it. Yeah. Let me try that direct. I'm going to go directional blur. Curves. Alpha. Try to get something in here. You really got to crunch it to get it back, huh? And really, we're dealing with not a lot of pixels, so I think that's part of the problem. But it's not going to do it. Yeah, I kind of preferred my other method. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Was it a lot jankier? Sure was. Did it get me where I wanted to go? Sure did. Anyway. So yeah, Eric is saying, yeah, it's pretty much the same stuff. Abdullah's got some questions. Do I have a dog? I do. I do have a dog. Yeah, drop shadow on the layer styles work. PD, that's probably a good way to go. There's a lot of ways to get where we want to go here. I'm lucky that at least I just want to extend this in the vertical. Oh boy, I've already run over time. Hey, let's pretend we didn't do that. I'll have to work on that on my own recognizance. I am happy with this. I'm happy how this turned out. Needs some styling, but, you know, the basic motion is good. I'm happy with the variety we're working up. But we got to fix it up. So, however, we've come to the end of our time together today. It's noon, so I got to run on to some other things. But yeah, hopefully this is good stuff. Hopefully this is fun things. Hopefully I'm able to actually pay attention to both chats better and get through that. It is tough to have two things to read and look at. I feel like I'm missing a lot of things. I think because maybe the Behance chat just not as active as the YouTube chat. People are going crazy over there. But this is gonna be the end of our sesh today. Come back next weekend for more, Saturday and Sunday, streaming this stuff, at least for this month, and we'll see how it works out. If you want to get more of me in your life, subscribe to these various channels. So subscribe on YouTube, at EC Abrams on there. Get at me on social medias, I guess, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm at EC Abrams on those places. If you end up making something cool with this stuff, and I know you will, then please tag me on Instagram, tweet it at me. I'd love to see what you make. And I will say this. If you want a chill experience, hang out on Behance.net. There's so much great stuff going on over there. So many like illustrators, photographers, people are doing like product design, people are doing 3D stuff. People are playing around in Substance Painter over there. It's crazy. So definitely check out Behance.net if you want more streams of Adobe products in your life. And hang out on this channel if you want more of my face and voice telling you motion design stuff and some dumb things that come out of my mouth. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. And I will see you next week, if not sooner. Who knows? Might be a new tutorial out this week. We'll find out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks again. Have a great day. And bye for now. A-Team away.